What's up YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Homebrew Subaru. In this episode I'm going to upgrade the front brakes on my Impreza. So what's up everyone? So like I said, today I'm going to upgrade the front brakes on my Impreza RS. I'm going to WRX brakes, which are a little bit larger, and I plan on showing you some of the differences between them because I don't have a lot of time to film this weekend, and I'm just going to have to hammer these brakes out so I can get a start on it. I've got other things I need to get done, so I want to show you the differences though in the size and just basically the finished product. Putting on stainless lines as well, so pads, rotors, calipers, and the lines. Gonna have to bleed them out, but I'm just gonna jump right into it, pull some parts off, sit them onto the bench so that you can kind of see the difference in the size of the pad and rotor, and then we'll get it all together and see what it looks like. So I do already have the front brakes apart, at least the left front side. Found out that brake caliper is pretty much sticking on, and the pads weren't really doing a whole lot. Some differences between the brakes. These are the new ones that I'm going with, obviously. They are cross-drilled. They are from eBay. Ceramic pads also from eBay, and stainless lines also from eBay. And the calipers that I rebuilt in the last video. So the main differences are size. The old rotors, the diameter measures just under 11 inches, and the new rotors measure out at about 11.5 inches. The difference in the pads, the width is about the same at 2 inches, but overall length, the WRX pads are about 4.25 or 4.5, and the RS pads are about 4.25 inches. So you do get a little bit extra pad. Now some aftermarket pads do extend this material, so it is possible to probably get bigger pads for the RS. Now differences in the caliper. The caliper is a little bit longer, so that the actual mounting points from an RS caliper will not mount to a WRX caliper. I've seen people try and modify them in the past, but realistically, if you want to do this properly, you need WRX caliper brackets for WRX calipers. The other difference, you can see how much more recessed this one is compared to this one. It has a larger cavity for a little bit more brake fluid, and I believe the pistons are 1 millimeter larger in a WRX caliper. So with this caliper not even really working, this is going to be a very considerable upgrade. Going from not really good working brakes to a little bit larger brakes with some performance parts. Now, in order to save time, I did just go ahead and assemble all this. Everything is torqued and ready to go. I've got my wheel spacer on. My stainless line is on, but I still need to bleed. And then I think I'm going to go for a road test just to ensure that there's no noise and the brakes are working really well. I've got a good brake pedal. But that's just to give you an idea what it looks like. The original backing plate is still on there, and you can see it's just a finger width down pretty much. I should have really thought about upgrading, or not upgrading, but changing out the backing plates for some new ones and just buying the WRX backing plates. Maybe in the future that's something I'll do, but for now, that's going to work real good. So it is a few days later. I have already driven the car and kind of broken in the brakes. I've just got something going on with my throat, and you know, it's not COVID, but trying to take it a little easy. But the brakes are all done, and I have driven on them for a few days now. They feel awesome. There is a break-in process of kind of just driving around normally, and then being a little bit aggressive with hard stops on the brakes, and then accelerating to cool them back off. And I went through that procedure, and so far everything feels awesome. The rear brakes still need to be done, but we are just going to go for a little drive with the front brakes the way they are, just to kind of listen for any noise and see how hard they might stop, if I can get a good stop. And yeah. It might even be a little bit slick out this morning. Probably not. Not too much frost out. So I think next weekend is when I'm going to try and plan to do the rear brakes, or get that video up anyway, because I'm probably going to be jumping on that very shortly. And then once all the brakes are done, I'll be very happy and be ready to move on to other things. We've got a pretty sunny day out today. Well, it looks like it's going to be. Yeah. So the brakes work really nice. And even from high-speed stops, I'm just getting a lot of noise out of the rear now because they haven't been done yet, obviously, and there is some problems back there. But the amount of stopping power that I'm getting now is very significant difference into what it was before. Another thing I noticed is the brake pedal actually felt a little bit soft, and I was thinking that it was going to be the brakes not bled out good enough, but you know, I bled them a few times, and I just started to realize it's because I had pretty much seized front calipers as well, or pistons weren't moving very well. So that would give you a little bit extra hard pedal, and now it just I can feel the pedal really well. I think we'll just go for one more hard stop, and then I'll probably call this video. I kind of wanted to keep this video a little bit short. Coming a little hot here. Yeah, with the tires, I mean, the ABS even almost tried to kick in there. So yeah, I'm very happy with the way they are. It was definitely worth the upgrade and worth the little bit of money that I spent. We're gonna jump into the rears next. So if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button for me. Leave your questions and comments further down below, and I'll see you in the next one.